Today I'm watching Peaky Blinders Season 5, Episode 2, starting of a new season. I'm very curious to see how these new characters are going to come into play, what Michael and Tommy's reunion is going to look like, how this stock market crash is going to become an opportunity for the Peaky Blinders. They never mention how much money they lost, but I'm assuming it was significant. Will Ada tell everyone who the father of her baby is? So I'm really enjoying the series so far. I'm very excited to continue on with this story. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. And we've got the Netflix, a Netflix original series in front as well. I don't remember that from the previous seasons. And those trombone shots, oh man, just so cool to force that perspective and to just show like things are gonna get scary. Oh my. And I love how the show doesn't stray away from really, really extreme wide shots. Just to show like the landscape and show all the surrounding elements. Oh my god, what's this? Oh my god, that's not very subtle. Let's see the seeds you've sown. Tommy Shelby. They put up a scarecrow with your name on it. Oh god. Those landmines? I don't feel like this is good. This is not good. It said look down. Oh my god, what would you do? What? We can't kill him off. What? We just got here. Or is it just like a mind game to make him think? How fast can you run with that machine gun? Oh yeah, if he walks back in the exact steps he took. That's terrifying. This is quite the message, whoever set this up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, do you risk finding out if it's real and then dying, or being in fear the entire time? What do you do? No, Charlie! No, Charlie! No! No, 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 no! My heart, don't do that to me!
Giddy up, Rossi! Giddy up!
Yeah, like what do you do now? Just try and set them off without actually hurting anybody? Like, oh my god. What a day! We've just started! Oh, slow-mo. It's terrifying. Someone obviously knows where he lives and wanted to mess with him. I guess some of them are alive. Oh my god, that's terrifying. And the time it would have taken to plant them all and to not blow yourself up in the process. Oh my god.
Can you put me through?
Yeah, who would be calling from Belfast? IRA staff?
Tommy, don't believe it.
Oh my god, they got Michael!
School UVF about how they divide up the English racetracks after they'd blown away your legs.
Oh my god, Michael, what are you doing?
That since your conversion to socialism, you're now on the side of the angels.
Yeah, they mentioned the Angels of Retribution. Is Michael trying to get Tommy killed? I feel like Michael definitely wants to be the big boss and wants to have Tommy's, you know, respect and title, but I feel like Michael, he's already betrayed Tommy's trust, and now he's just definitely making it, whether it's true or not, I mean, who knows? But now Tommy's gonna be even more suspicious of Michael, obviously.
What do I have to do? to make you to me.
It's a running theme this season. Nobody wants to listen.
And about armor gold, cut from you. First and last.
Let's hope so, but
First and last.
not if I've seen this show before. People get shot more than once, the Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. While you're here, I've met this girl and I'd like to get married.
Go.
Oh, Finn. Oh.
You don't sleep or something. You can't sleep.
We haven't seen him, like, struggle with that in a while.
I dream. Someone wants my crown. Think it might be Michael.
Yeah, he definitely suspects Michael now of trying to get him killed. Whether it was all rumors or not, it's definitely not looking good for Michael. I don't know what Michael's gonna do to try and get back into Tommy's good graces.
And I'm wondering what your business here is.
Answering questions with questions, everybody's favorite game.
Your time's up, Mr. Stacker.
Yeah, he just completely avoids answering any questions. He's just like, me? You dare questioning me? The king? How dare you assume that I had anything to do with this horrible, horrible act? I would never. Holly's such a badass. The iconic red phone booth is coming into play this season.
This is Gina. Gina Gray.
Oh, they got married.
Captain married us on board.
Oh my. He's had a busy trip. The flame in her glasses.
Welcome to Birmingham, eh?
Michael.
You can like feel the tension. It's so uncomfortable. Ah.
Off the ship by 2 men.
At gunpoint.
I'm speaking to my son.
Fuck you.
Oh my. Oh my. Bold.
See, the Midland Hotel is Tommy's little kingdom. We're all there.
He's frequent flyer there for sure.
Boy treats you like a dog. Smelly one.
Yeah, like you've betrayed Tommy before, so.
All right, Paul.
Yeah, I'm curious how they're gonna prove that he's telling the truth. Like, they obviously don't take his word for it.
Gina Gray.
She's gonna be getting on the next boat out of here, I think.
We are the people and we've had enough.
I move in favour of the amendment.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, this actor playing Mosley and the actor playing Gina are both British or from the UK, and they're both speaking in American accents.
Mr. Shelby, you had a horse of that name.
Had, past tense.
We have a mutual acquaintance. May Carlton.
Oh.
My sister is my political advisor.
And my advice just now was don't meet Mr. Mosley.
Yep.
Live on champagne and cocaine for 3 whole days. You know that kind of party.
Only 3 days.
Not personally.
Direction are you heading, Mr. Shelby?
I am my own revolution.
That is very true.
Complex. Yes?
I don't trust him. He's hiding something, that's for sure.
Never been asked this.
And perhaps it's time you were.
Is it if leprechauns are real?
Take the throne, eh? Linda, she wants some for Arthur. How about armor gold, people in the north? Michael.
Yeah, is Tommy being paranoid again, or is this actually happening?
Protestants are coming, I think. I need to get back to Birmingham.
Yeah, and now Ada's gonna check up on what Michael was doing, but again, I feel like it's just gonna fuel his paranoia. He's got this idea in his brain. I don't know. I feel like no matter what she finds, it's not gonna convince him otherwise.
Betraying yourself. Are you seeing things, Thomas?
Yeah, it's interesting. He could be betraying himself. So is he just gonna start causing problems where there doesn't need to be again? That's why she asked him to empty the guns. Yeah.
He was spent in the head. That now was a good time to move in, and did I want to be a part of it?
Oh, okay. It's interesting.
The reason Gina and I got married on the ship was because Gina is pregnant.
Oh, my family's expanding.
I believe you. Welcome, Mom. Congratulations.
Not what I was expecting, but okay.
Has witnessed what you said,
Thomas.
and it will be born according to...
Oh my god!
but you held on. And now, I want you to pay me back what you owe me.
Oh!
We were close before. Now, I want you closer still.
Keep your enemies close.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Pay him back? Like, how much? How long is that gonna take? He's like, there's things you can do. Like, he's gonna put his life in danger to pay back Tommy? Oh my god. He's like, yeah, your baby just witnessed what you said, so... I don't think Tommy actually believes him. I think he was just saying that to, like, play nice for now. And then when he gets proof, otherwise, things will get bad. Real bad.
Black cat dream is never wrong, brother.
Yeah, I'm curious about this dream that he had. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hello! Hello! We are the Billy Boys!
Oh no!
We are the Big Daddy Billy Boys!
What are they gonna do with that? Oh, they're gonna make a scarecrow again? I'm guessing it was the Billy Boys who made the scarecrow for Tommy.
A broken broom stops all gypsy curses, Mr. Gold.
Oh!
I'm Jimmy.
Oh, God. Quite the introduction.
You work in a particular capacity for Mr. Thomas Shelby, OBE, am I right?
That's what the note said, exactly.
The best. But your fighting days are over.
Oh, God.
Because I need Mr. Shelby to understand.
Oh, he's gonna kill Bonnie.
Is not good enough.
Oh! Make his, like, dad watch? Oh my god, that's horrible. No, 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 no. Are they, like, crucify him? What are they doing? Poor, oh, Bonnie, this is awful.
Farewell, fighter boy. You died well.
Oh my god. Poor Bonnie. They're definitely one for symbolism, these guys. Oh my gosh. Poor Mr. Gold.
Come on, boys.
All over some racetracks. Like, yeah, he has to share. They obviously think Tommy's getting too greedy. Oh, poor Bonnie.
Drink, Billy.
I can't, my voice just would...
Drink, Bill.
Yeah, it's like I wasn't really asking.
You're a Peaky Blinder now, Billy.
Whether you like it or not, yeah, it sounds like they're, yeah, Finn's still getting to, like, sports betting.
When I was drunk, I was too hard on you. It's not your fault.
And she threw out his drugs. What's he gonna think about that?
Yeah, like Lover.
Does Linda want to take over? Like, she's like, Tommy can't sustain this. He's out of control. Like, we need a better plan. She's like, me and Lizzie have been talking.
Did you read the bit about the lawyers?
Do you want to
Yeah, I'm curious how lawyers were involved. We obviously didn't get to see what the letter said, and Arthur burned it so quickly.
Do you know why I took her to Arthur's? Because she said she's scared of you.
Oh, gosh.
But I've bought a cake, and I want you there. We're in the drawing room.
I'm guessing Tommy forgot all about Ruby's birthday.
Depart, Tommy, either by your own hand or someone else's. The person who would take your place is me.
Oh.
Financially. Everything.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, Lizzie would be in charge.
Well, you know, Lizzie, in my head, I still pay you for it, so good luck with me.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to be left with, you know, burning pile of garbage. And she's like, I don't want to spend, you know, whatever's left cleaning up your mess. Everybody seems to think Tommy's, you know, not long for this world. Aw, happy birthday, Ruby. This is making me nervous. Yeah, who's pulling up? Get out of there. Is it the Billy Boys? Oh, God.
With his ribs messed up.
The man's gone mad up.
Oh, he thinks the Lee family betrayed him? He's like, I recognize this note.
Johnny Dogs and his kid knew where we were camped.
No, Tom. No, I swear to God, I never told us so.
Oh, God. Oh. Oh, poor Charlie. I don't think the Lee family would do it.
Listen to me. How can a one-armed man avenge the death of his son, eh?
He's got you there.
I don't want you back!
She's talking to you, Tommy.
I'm no black cat. I know, Tom. I know.
Yeah, if they found Tommy's house, then I'm sure they could find where they are, too.
You alone I know I can trust.
Instead of Order by the Peaky Blinders, it's Order of the Billy Boys. Oh, man! So that was my first time watching Peaky Blinders Season 5, Episode 2. I really liked it. It felt like more getting back into the swing of things. The first episode felt like just kind of setting things up, as it was a new episode to a new season. This episode, I feel like, was a lot more chaotic, which is typical of Peaky Blinders. Lots of things going on. We started off, obviously, with Tommy seeing that scarecrow in the field, and I'm guessing based on the way that Bonnie died, it's the Billy Boys who set up that scarecrow for Tommy. Even though we didn't see them do it, I feel like that's a safe bet, and it sounds like it's going to be the Billy Boys who are going to be our rivals this season, or maybe there'll be multiple, but I feel like they're definitely going to be one of them, as Mr. Gold is now going to be avenging his son, and that was just such a heartbreaking scene. I can't imagine how painful that would be to watch, and I know both of them aren't exactly, you know, law-abiding characters, but still, it would just be so painful to watch this happen. And as far as we know about Mr. Gold, that's his only son, maybe his only child even, and just so painful. And it sounds like the Billy Boys just want to get some racetracks back. They're saying Tommy has to share, and basically he has too much wealth now, and the Billy Boys want to take some of that back, and they listed off several tracks that they felt like should belong to them. So I don't think Tommy would hand that over, but who knows, especially given all the financial stuff that's going on, given the stock market crash. We got to see Michael return with his new wife, Gina, and we also found out that she is pregnant, so there might be 2 babies this season. I'm not too sure how long the season will time, or if it'll be next season, and we don't know much about Gina Gray yet, so I'm curious to see what her involvement will be, what that'll look like. So yeah, I really like that actress, so I'm very excited to see her in this season. Tommy had that black cat dream, which I think just fueled. He already doesn't trust Michael, given on the previous season when Michael had a chance to tell him about that setup with Luca, and he didn't, so that's why he was sent to America, you know, kind of banished. And the fact that there's these suspicions now about Michael talking to somebody from Glasgow about possibly setting up a hit on Tommy, and they've definitely dropped a lot of hints that Tommy is going to die, so I don't know what that's making me very nervous. But Lizzie was saying, you know, like, okay, something happens to you, like, everything falls to me, so she wants to kind of make sure that there's something left to salvage, basically. But yeah, even in these first 2 episodes, there's been lots of mentions of Tommy possibly dying. And I know there is a 6th season, but I don't know if when this came out, they were planning on having a 6th season. I'm not too sure, so I'm curious as if they had to rewrite some things, or their plan was to kill Tommy off. Please, no spoilers. I feel like they're dropping some hints as to maybe something happening in the season finale. I guess we will find out. And Polly is saying, you know, the black cat dream could mean that you're betraying yourself, or it could be a traitor in your midst. So I'm very curious to see. We didn't get to see Michael's conversations, obviously. It was too late. He was already, you know, being held, and somebody was calling Tommy to say, hey, this guy's, you know, trying to get you killed. So it's hard to know what actually happened. I'm curious if we would ever see like a flashback scene, but obviously now Tommy's calling around trying to verify what Michael was doing. He says he believes Michael, that, you know, it was the guys from Glasgow who suggested this, but I feel like Tommy just said, I believe you, just to smooth things over until he can get more proof and then actually confront Michael about it. And Michael even said, like, yeah, I thought about it, you know, I'm in a different country from you, I have access to a bunch of money, you know, I could just take off and try and move to California or something like that. Like, I think obviously Tommy would catch up with him at some point, but he's at least thinking that, which I feel like just fueled Tommy's suspicions even more, because if you were loyal to me, why would you be thinking about these things? So, I mean, obviously it would be very tempting, but still, it definitely didn't help Michael's case. I do feel like Michael wants to take the crown, as Tommy said, and that he wants to, be this big man on campus, and he wants to, have this high power position and have people look at him the way that, people look at Tommy, and the way that they respect him and are also terrified of him at the same time. So we saw all those people walking up to Tommy in the pub and, shaking his hand like, oh, thank you, they were going to evict me, or, thank you, they were going to cut my wages, but because of what you did, that's not going to happen. I feel like Michael wants to be seen that way, but hasn't done the work to get to that level yet. And because Michael was a later addition to the family, I mean, he was there the whole time, but he wasn't hanging out with Tommy and Arthur and everybody when they were growing up. He was, I think, 17 turning 18 when he first met them. And to be relatively new, I think that adds further suspicion to Tommy, because it's like we don't have tons and tons of years together. Like, I feel like Tommy obviously trusts Arthur, and he knows that Arthur would never do anything, but Michael is still kind of this outsider, and the fact that he didn't listen to Tommy when Tommy told him to sell a couple days before everything crashed. So now Michael has to start earning back that money. We still didn't get like a dollar value. I don't know if we ever will. That's terrifying. I can't imagine what Tommy's going to ask Michael to do, and part of it's going to be earning back trust, and part of it's going to be earning back the money that he lost. And I feel like Tommy's going to make him do some very risky and dangerous things to earn back this debt that he's incurred to Tommy. And Tommy is not somebody that I would want to owe money to. So yeah, Michael's kind of stuck now, and he's got his new bride and this baby on the way. So I feel like he's not going to be going anywhere for a while. We saw Lizzie and Linda both wrote letters to their husbands in this episode. We didn't get to see the letters or really find out what they're about. All Lizzie mentioned was lawyers. I'm assuming it was some kind of succession plan of what would happen if Tommy dies or something horrible happens. And I'm guessing Linda's letter suggested that Arthur take over, or maybe even she take over. I don't know. She's definitely pushing Arthur to be more of a leader and be more involved, and I don't feel like that's something Arthur really wants. And I feel like Lizzie's letter was saying like, hey, make sure you have this document signed, and make sure the lawyers have the correct paperwork, and have all those things in order, because obviously they have a lot of enemies. They have a huge empire, some of it legal, some of it not legal, basically. And Lizzie's trying to look out for herself, obviously, and their children. If people start coming after them, or legally people try and take away what Tommy and the Shelby family have built up, that she's protected and she knows where everything is, and she's got all her ducks in a row. I'm glad they've kept Lizzie's character around through the seasons. She's been around since season 1. I feel like it easily could have been a character that was, in one scene or two scenes, basically like a minor storyline, and then we never saw her again. But I'm glad they've kept her around, and having that scene with her coming out at the end and firing the gun off into the middle of the air was like, you guys need to get out of here. Like, I'm trying to celebrate my daughter's birthday. Get out of here. Stop being idiots. Stop shooting each other. You need to get out of here, basically. Like, sort this out somewhere else. Get away from my family. Get away from this house. And even when she was telling, it sounded like she was talking directly to Tommy and saying like, get out of here and don't come back, basically. I think Lizzie's getting very tired of Tommy's behavior, and the fact that Ruby, his own daughter, is terrified of him, and that she's a different kid when he's not around. Like, he definitely forgot about Ruby's birthday. And even that scene when he's sitting in the chair and they're blowing out the candles and the cake, he's not there. Like, he's got this look in his eyes like he's 100 miles away, and he's probably planning and plotting something in his head, and isn't present at all for his daughter's 4th birthday. I think there's 4 candles on that cake. And I don't feel like Tommy would forget Charlie's birthday. I feel like he favors Charlie, maybe for many reasons, maybe because of the connection to Grace, maybe because it's his only son, maybe it's because he's the oldest, I don't know, but he definitely doesn't seem to be as attached to Ruby. We've only seen a few scenes with him and Ruby. We got to see more of this Mosley character in this episode. Ada and Tommy met with him, and I definitely don't trust him. He definitely seems suspicious, but he hasn't really shown his hand yet, so I'm curious to see what his role will be in this season. Tommy turned down his offer, but rarely is that the end of it. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what his involvement will be. And it sounds like Mosley is involved in the fascist movement in some way. So yeah, I'm very curious. There's definitely lots of pieces coming into play, which is typical of the show, which is what I love about it, that there's all these different stories going on simultaneously. We saw Finn and Arthur, I'm sure under the command of Tommy, is getting back into fixing sports betting again, which is where we started off. So obviously with the new financial situation, they've gone back to their old methods, and they've asked this Billy Grade character who was singing at the Garrison to help them out and to put some numbers beside some teams. So yeah, it definitely feels like a step back. So I'm curious to see how that will come into play. And that Mosley knows May. We haven't seen her this season, but obviously they mentioned her name. Jesse Eden wasn't in this episode either. And it sounds like Mosley and May know each other through horses, and that he knew the horse that Tommy had named Dangerous. I'm very curious to see how Tommy is going to verify or disprove Michael's story, because all he has right now is Michael's word, and him and Ada are, calling around trying to find other sources and trying to find out what Michael's been up to. But again, what do you trust? Can you trust Michael? Like, are people going to vouch for him? Do they know who he is and they want to, turn him in because then, they can get to the Peaky Blinders? I don't know. So yeah, it's very interesting. And again, I feel like Tommy's paranoia is fueled by this greatly. Is Tommy betraying himself by being so suspicious of Michael when Michael actually had nothing to do with it? But given Michael's history, again, it's so hard to tell. So I'm very curious to see what will be the line in the sand for Tommy, if he will decide to start trusting Michael again, what Michael will have to do to prove that, what will happen if Tommy gets concrete proof that Michael did in fact, try and set up a hit on Tommy on this boat. It's interesting to think of all the things Tommy did to build this giant Shelby Company limited empire, and now he's at the top, he's king of his castle, and now instead of worrying about how to grow, he's spending his time worrying about how to keep his seat at the top, basically. So yeah, it's very interesting to see that shift. Tommy told Arthur that he doesn't like this life, which is interesting, and I always thought Tommy kind of enjoyed this chaos, or maybe he just enjoyed the benefits that came with it, not the other aspects of it. But it was definitely a nail-biting scene watching him run across that field, and when he realized, I'm assuming those are landmines, what was happening, and trying to take those steps back so carefully. And of course, Charlie comes running out at the exact same time, and that was just, my heart just dropped. I was like, what's gonna happen if Tommy loses Charlie? I can't even imagine. That's unimaginable. That's the last piece that Tommy has connecting to Grace. So if that's gone, I feel like Tommy would just go even further off the deep end. Overall, I thought it was a great episode. I liked this episode better than the first one. Again, the first one was kind of, setting everything up. This one, I felt like we were right back into it. We've got these Billy boys going around crucifying people and leaving terrifying notes. And of course, they leave the note saying by order of the Billy boys, which is usually the Peaky Blinders saying of by order of the Peaky Blinders. So I feel like they're going to kind of be our main villain throughout this season. We have Mr. Gold seeking revenge for, the death of his son. Obviously, that was terrifying. Usually they kill off a cast member every season. Michael and his new bride are back in Birmingham, and she's pregnant. Tommy obviously doesn't trust Michael and clearly suspects him of trying to have Tommy killed off. So I feel like that underlying tension is going to be a big part of this season as well. I don't know how Michael's going to pay Tommy back, but he definitely has to. It's not really an option. And I'm curious if that black cat dream meaning is accurate, if it's just made up for the show. But it was interesting to have that just fuel Tommy's, suspicions about Michael was based on this dream. As he says, like a black cat dream is never wrong. So I'm very curious to see where this season's gonna go. I'm glad we got to see some of the new characters featured more. But thank you so much for sharing on this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. They put up a scarecrow with your name on it. Oh god. Are those landmines? How fast can you run with that machine gun? To the Angels of Retribution. Is it if leprechauns are real? That's why she asked him to empty the guns. Yeah. All over some racetracks. Like, yeah, he has to share. Is it the Billy Boys? Oh god.